kids, Miss Katie here, and today's Crafts with Katie is we are going to paint. So, one of Miss Katie's absolute favorite artists is Claude Monet. He likes to use a lot of bright colors and all that, so that is one of the reasons I really like him. And his landscapes are very, very pretty. So, I'm going to teach you how to do a Monet with sponges and maybe your fingers and a paintbrush if you should choose. So, as you can see, I've done kind of a prototype here, and this is what the Monet painting that we're kind of trying to do in our own kind of way is that's what it looks like. So let's get started. So what you need is paint and sponges, maybe a paintbrush, that kind of thing, just so that if you need to move anything around. And some plates work really great because your sponges fit on them really well. So plates are great paint trays. So what I'm gonna do first is take my sponge, kind of smushy it so it's kind of soft a bit. You can use old sponges too, just make sure they're dry, that's all. And so I've already got some paint here. I've got my blue paint, so I'm gonna make all the water first. So all I do is I get my sponge all covered in paint, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drag our sponge on the canvas. Now, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be, just get your canvas all covered. I'm gonna need to give myself some more paint, but yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get it all covered with blue, because the way that it is, it's water, and then it's like water lilies, and those are plants that float on water. So you need the water underneath, or else they're not gonna float. So, and you can, like for the water, you can use any kind of blue, light blue, dark blue, whatever you think is the best water for yours. Remember, we'd still like to make it our own. Even though we're doing something that is like someone else's, you're still able to make it your own. So we're just gonna get it all covered in paint. You can do thick or thin or whatever you think. So I think that's about right. So then I'm going to take, actually I'm gonna take this one still, because it has the blue on it. And I'm gonna take and I'm gonna do some green. Now you can do dark green, light green, neon green. You can make it whatever you want. And you're just gonna take that and you take it and do it again. You just smush it and you get it kind of like that. And then you're gonna do the same thing where you're just gonna brush it. And this makes our greenery underneath our lily pads. So then yeah, you get it all kind of everywhere like that. You want to leave some of the blue as just blue though, so then you can see how the water is like underneath the lily pads. So, in old times, painters used to paint pictures all the time, and they would paint it, and once they were done, if they didn't like it, you know what they'd do? They'd completely paint over it and do a whole new painting. Cover it up and start new. So if you ever want to reuse your canvas, you can definitely do that too. So, and then once you have your lily pads, like that. You're going to take your paint, and you can make your flowers, really you could make them whatever color you want. Like, I know he makes them like actual lilies that are white and I think kind of pinkish, but I like purple, so I'm gonna make some purple ones. And I like pink, so I'm gonna make some pink ones. I think I might make some orange ones too, because that just is fun to me. Maybe some yellow as well, because you know, yellow's Miss Katie's favorite color. So then you can either take your sponge and wash it out, or if you have another one, you can use another one. And you're going to take it and see how I've made them into blobs. Try and make them into little round blobs, because you want them to look round on your canvas. So that's how you would do it. You get the little round blob, and you can put your round blobs all over. Now, you want your flowers to be around your green, so that your flowers have spots on their green, like their leaves. And then you can just go in and just keep doing your blobs in all your colors. We've got orange here. And they don't have to be perfect round circles. You just want them to kind of look like flowers. Oh, that one did not work out. So we'll just go like this. See, there we go. A little bit better. And then always, if you want, you can clean your sponge between uses, or if you don't mind getting your hands dirty, your sponge has another side. So you can always flip it over and use the other side, but you are gonna get dirty. Just an FYI. So once you have that done, you see all your flowers, and you can put a whole bunch on, you can cluster them together, you can do one by itself, you can do them however you want. Like, just keep them on the green and make sure that you've got some of your water showing. And then if you want to go in afterwards with your paintbrush, if you're going to do anything, you can just, like, if you want to make them a little bit rounder, and do that with your paintbrush so that they look more like the round lilies, or you can leave it how it is with the blobs. Or another thing that Monet is really famous for is doing like little green vines. So you take, and you would just take your paintbrush and some green paint, and you would just do your green vines, kind of thing like that. And it's just vines hanging over the water, and yeah. So it's extremely fun, and can be a little messy, but he's my favorite artist, and he's so fantastic. So I would love to see what you guys make, because they're just so pretty, and I will talk to you guys next time. Okay?